Hello, Beez Bladers. Welcome back and welcome newcomers to the channel. Guess what? There's a brand new website. It's not Olight. It's a new O-Knife website. And I have some really cool stuff here to show you from the new website. We're going to get them out really quick. I'm not going to make it a long video, but I'm going to show you some of the cool stuff that's available on the brand new O-Knife website. And guess what? I've already got permission and already got a 10% off code. You know I would. If you ever want to see my discount codes, down in the description of every video and in the pinned comment section, there's always a list of all of my codes and discounts and all kinds of stuff for all the different websites. And check it out. Each knife is finely tuned by hand and expert engineered for the best possible performance. Stay sharp with your new O-Knife, the O-Knife team. Very cool. So like I said, this is a brand new website and it's just the O-Knife stuff with a bunch of cool gadgets that I'm getting ready to show you. Now, if you ever see one of the knives or the gears or the flashlights or anything on the channel and you have questions about it, guess what? Every Friday night, Beez Blades live at the Hive. Oh, right. That's when we talk about knives. If you have questions about it or want to know a little bit more, you're trying to decide whether it's a good knife for you or not, that's when we hang out. It's almost a 4-hour live stream every Friday. And we give knives just like this away, too. This is the O-Knife Rebato 4. Would you look at it? Just look at it. And I can tell you from experience, I already know this is a fantastic knife and I highly recommend it. This is the Stars and Stripes model. Look at this. This thing is so good. It has great action. It has an excellent crossbar lock. It is so easy to operate. My wife, actually, that is probably her favorite style of lock on a knife because she discovered just how easy it is to open the knife and to put it away. You don't have to be good at using thumb studs, but if you like thumb studs, I mean, just a slight flip and oh my goodness, the action on this knife is so good. I could give you a review without looking at this knife or having it for any length of time because I have, I don't know, 3 or 4 or 5 of the Rebato 4s and I love them. Here's a look at your pocket clip. The pocket clip does set on top of the scales, but it does have adequate room to get in and out of your pocket. I would prefer, and I would like it better, if it was inset into the liner. That way you don't get any snags depending on what kind of pants you wear. And the fact that it's reversible is awesome. Now, this is like aircraft grade aluminum. And let's see, what does it say over here? Look at this. CPM S35VN blade steel, baby. Yeah, that's S35. So you get premium steel, a classic looking drop point blade. And look at that, plenty of belly. And it is a tall, flat grind. It has good geometry. It's not thick behind the edge. It's not the thinnest in the world, but it is definitely a good slicer. This is the kind of knife that anybody will enjoy, especially if you know somebody that likes the Stars and Stripes. They're going to really enjoy it. And look at there. There's your Rebato 4. And I do appreciate, and I'm going to keep mentioning this for a while. I appreciate that O-Knife quit putting the big logo on the blade, so you have a nice, clean, crispy look to it. It's so good. And there's no wiggle room left or right, up or down. It's just a fantastic knife. The ergos are good. There are no hot spots on it. If you're actually bearing down and really pushing down, you're not going to get any digging into your hand. They did a great job. They chamfered it just right. All along the edges, it feels very, very nice. The only thing that I would, if I had to nitpick something, would be a little bit about the jimping. The jimping isn't the most grabby, but because you have a spot here for your index finger, your hand just kind of locks into place. And something else they did great with this model, the Rebato 4, is they gave it nice, neutral handles. It's straight, so it doesn't force your fingers anywhere. Now, the only thing I would say is if you have XL hands, this knife might be a little small for you because my large width hands, it fits perfect. So small, medium, large hands, it's going to be a great knife. And because it doesn't have a back flipper, you can choke up like this if you're doing a little bit of slicing like that. And then you can choke back here if you're doing some pushing to help kind of give you some grip on the push cut. But, oh, yeah, there's nothing bad I can say about it. I love the Rebato 4. I knew this part was going to be easy because I have one. Now, let's check out some really cool gear. This next thing, I already know I like it because I have a couple of these. This is a new version. And, you know, that's what O-Knife, that's what O-Knife does. And Olight, they both come out with new stuff. This comes with a big lanyard. And check this out. This one, I'm looking forward to seeing the finish on this one. I think we might very well give this one away on the live stream, but this is the O-Tackle D1 in cracked brass. And this is actually titanium. As far as I can remember, this is titanium. Look at this. Oh, I like it. Ooh, here's one of my other ones. I went and grabbed it out of my pouch. And you can see that I put the lanyard that comes with it. I don't have the lanyard on it, but I put it on there in case this one didn't have one, but it does come with one too. That black accent, oh my goodness, this one is very, very cool looking. And this is a bit driver. It has 4 different bits, and each bit has 2 different sizes. There's a T8 and a T6. There's different kinds of bits in there. There's a look at them, and check this out. Besides looking at them, you can put your bit back here if you want. Is that where it goes? Yeah. You can put it back here if you want to get a little bit of torque, if you're working on one of your knives, and you can also put it over here, and they are magnetic. These are, man, I really like that. You're going to like the way it looks. This is the best looking one yet, in my opinion. This weighs in at 1.5 ounces. It's great. It has 8 bits, bit heads, your bit head. It has a little detent ball right there that keeps this door shut. You hear it snap. And I like that they have this little spot right here. It's easy to grab with your finger to open it up and put your bits back. You got to keep your bits together, right? And I imagine if you have any of this size bits, they're probably going to fit in there. So you could, if you have particular ones that are your favorites, you're going to be able to slide those bad boys in there. But this is very cool. And I have 10, by the way, yeah, I think I already told you, I have 10% off all of these. So that is very exciting. Now check this out. Let me show you this bad boy. Oh yes. We got some more stripes. Got some more stripes and stars and stars and stripes. And oh yeah, it comes with a little bit of troll candy. You know, always a little bit of giveaway. Check it out. This is the O-Tackle U1. Would you look at it? Just look at it. And I have another version right here. I'm going to get this out and show it to you. I have an O-Tackle in my desk at work. This really comes in handy for opening packages, opening boxes. And besides that, all of this stuff is excellent gifts. If you know people that like having a utility knife or utility blade, look at this. I'm going to just lay both of these out. There you go. A little bit of sprinkled donut action. And these have G10 handles. And then you get most. This right here is a standard utility blade, right? You get almost the whole thing as far as the sharpened length of the blade. And then if you want to reverse it, right there's the wheel, and the wheel has nice grip. You just twist this off, turn it around, pop it back on. It's super easy. And this, by the way, is so easy to operate. Let me get back out here. Get this stuff out of the way. I got boxes piling up. But very easy to operate, easy in and out. It's one-handed operation. And let me see if I can get you in here and show you a little bit. There's a little bit of that texture, a little bit of texture vision. Oh, I have one more thing to show you. It's really cool. So hold on just a minute while I dote. Look at that texture. Has excellent. You have really good grip. I like how this works. I've had a few utility knives like this, like flipper utility knives they felt a little, a little cheapish, a little chintzy. These don't. It operates just like a folding pocket knife. Operates very well. So here, where did I put that stars and stripes? So going along with, depending on when you're watching this video, right now it's almost July 4th when I'm filming this. So there's a little bit of stars and stripes action. You can get you a pocket knife, and then for stuff you don't want to use your knife for, and you can use replaceable utility blades, you can get you one of these bad boys, the U1. So there are those 3, and I would call them all 3 knives. This is utility knives, and this is like a standard pocket knife, but with premium blade steel. Now let me show you one more cool gadget before we head out. I love showing you all this really cool stuff. Now this, as a matter of fact, I have 2 more gadgets to show you, but I'm going to show you this one first because I'm excited about this one. This I already know is a great everyday carry item to always have in your pocket. When you don't ever use the end of your knife to pry something open, right? And I had to repair my son's knife because he broke the tip off of his knife, and I had to resharpen and reshape the blade. That's why you always carry something like this. Look at that. The O-Tackle 2 Mini Titanium. It's a pry bar. You might be like, why in the world would I need a pry bar? For what I just explained, so you don't ruin your knife. Look at here. See how it comes to a nice point? You can use this to open pop cans, pry open stuff. You will be surprised. And this thing is almost weightless. You start carrying a pry bar, and does this come with... Yes, it does. I was like, wait a minute. I thought this thing came with There you go. It comes with a piece of lanyard cord, so you can have it on a lanyard. You can make a little fob out of it, whatever. There's plenty of instructional videos. And also you can go to Alicord Paracord Crafts, and she will make you any kind of matching paracord thing you could want for whatever. But anyway, back to this. This is one of 2 different versions of this bad boy. It's TC4 titanium also. It almost weighs absolutely nothing. I mean, it doesn't weigh anything. And in the back here, it has a 4mm hex wrench, which is very cool. Has some nice grip. I guess you would call that jimping. Nice grip, nice gripping on the jimping. And a bottle opener if you drink, a little bit of adult beverage action. So this is very, very cool. And you could clip it to whatever. I keep one of these. I have several pry bars. I have a pry bar collection, but I keep one of these in one of my pouches. And I do like the colorway on this bad boy. So there is the new titanium multifunctional pry bar. And then we have this bad boy right here. And then we have this bad boy right here, and this bad boy right here, and this bad boy right here. Check it out, all this cool stuff from O-Knife, the brand new website. It's going to be dedicated to gear and knives and pry bars and all the cool EDC stuff, just like this. But I'm pretty sure they're having a big sale, and it's a brand new website. Stuff will be on sale, and if it's not, I still have a 10% code. And oh, you know what? I still forgot. This is something that I use too. I use all this gear. Oh, and it's sealed. I'm going to use the old, oh yeah, look at that. Check it out. These are really cool. This bad boy comes with 2 rings. Let me get this out here real quick. Just real quick. And this one is a quick magnetic release keychain. As far as I know, even though it looks like brass, I'm pretty sure this is still titanium. The other 2 that I have are titanium. There's 3 different versions of these bad boys, but it's very tactile, and you can have 2 different keychains. I have a bunch of keys, but there's one in particular. When I don't want this set of keys, I disconnect it, and I just have my lightweight keys when I'm doing lightweight EDC. And then when I want to reconnect it, it does have a nice strong magnet, and then you push it and it's locked. And this, when it's locked, it will hold 11 pounds of strength. So I don't think you're going to be putting any gear on it that weighs more than 11 pounds, but it's this simple, just like this. Boy, it has a good magnet in it. See, where's it at? Pachink! And then you clip it, and then it's not going to come loose. I use this for attaching things to my backpack. I have one on my keychain. I have 2 different keychains. I have them on each keychain. These are very nice, and I can tell you from experience that they work very well, and I like how they operate. They're minimalist. They don't take up a bunch of room like some big clips do, but that is very cool, and I almost forgot about it. Where are we going to put it? We'll put it right there. So let me know what you think about all this cool gear and the fact that O-Knife now has their own website separate from Olight. I think that is very exciting. So let me know what you think. Tell me what your favorite thing is, and don't forget, live life in the present, keep a Band-Aid handy, and don't cut yourself.